No, you. Perfect.
Oh, I need to stop.
It's okay. Okay. Hi, my name is Teresa Coletti, and this is my persuasive speech. Some may say chivalry is dead, but I think it might be sitting in a mother's basement hiding behind a computer screen. There's no true reason why the polite and respectful man who asked a young girl's father permission to take his daughter on a date in the 1920s is slowly disappearing. But I have a couple ideas. There are over 54 million people in the U.S. and 49 people of those, or single people in the U.S. and 49 million of those people have been signed up on an online dating site. In 2015 alone, 17% of marriages are a result of an online dating website. The newest fad for our generation is Tinder, an online dating app with over 10 million active users that matches people based on physical attraction to each other. Why have people resorted to an app or website to find true love? I believe that the increase in people hiding behind an edited profile picture waiting for a match has depleted the need for face-to-face communication has taken a huge toll on the drive for a man to sweep a girl off her feet. Traditional dating has started way back when with Adam and Eve, and as arranged marriages became quickly outdated, dating slowly moved on to men calling upon a girl who they fancied in the early 20th century. It started getting complicated in the rolling 20s when men had to work up the guts to call a girl and ask her on a date, bring her flowers to her door, and take her on a nice dinner to show her off. Girls would be head over heels for men who treated them with respect and cherished every moment with them. World War II collapsed down on the relationships as many of the men went scarce. Women became more concerned about surviving on their own. Next came the 60s, where the women's movement, birth control, and sexual revolution took place. Women and men in this era created the hookup culture of our society as they experimented in college. People began to express their own sexual desires. This revolution slowly depleted the want for a serious relationship because sex before marriage became less of a taboo. The 21st century snuck up on us, and it was clear that the term dating evolved dramatically. Dating has many stages now, and love is tossed around like a hot potato. Long-term relationships aren't very common, and with all of the new tech like cell phones and social media, there are mixed signals and jealousy between couples. To make things easier, back in 1995, Match.com was the first ever online dating service. Initially, the process was very easy in a way that people were matched based on their own likes and dislikes. It created a place for everyone to have the freedom and flexibility to date who they wanted and when they wanted. Since that creation, many new dating sites have been created to narrow down the searches for a soulmate. For example, there's VeggieDate.org. It's suited for vegetarians seeking another vegetarian to mingle with. These sites give everyone the opportunity to find someone they might not run into in their everyday busy life. The ever-shifting trend of online dating took a turn for the what I say was the worst in 2012. Tinder was fresh on the market and free in the App Store, but not many people admitted to downloading the so-called desperate or creepy people app. Within a year, users swipe rated over 13 billion times. That doesn't sound like only the desperate and creepy population. It sounds like 10 million curious singles who wanted to see what all the hype was about. Tinder is another form of online dating that strays away from the 400 Q&A assessment questions and focuses more on judging a book by its cover, by their looks. The way Tinder matches people isn't by the compatibility of how much they both enjoy long walks on the beach or if they crave sushi more than burritos. The app first uses your location to pinpoint where you are, then you can decide whether you want to find someone within 1 or 100-mile radius. It connects to your Facebook profile picture to secure legitimacy that you are who you say you are. You are then able to choose 6 pictures that really represent who you are. And there is an area to write a short description of what you are interested in as well. I will advise anyone who is new to this app to choose your #NoFilter picture wisely, because it only takes about 2 seconds for someone to make the decision to swipe left or right to signify if they want to spend the rest of their life with you. Swiping left on Tinder tells the app that you are not interested in that person, while swiping right alerts the app that you are interested, like this. Sorry, Megan. You don't like that guy, and you're interested in that guy. Sorry. Then there's a little bit of a waiting period to find out if that person you claim to be interested in has the same feelings for you. And if a match is made, a simple messaging function opens up to start a conversation. It's that simple to find true love now. I do believe that if an award for Best Wingman was ever created, it would go to Interactive Corp, or IAC, for producing Match.com, Plenty of Fish, Chemistry, OkCupid, SinglesNet, and People Media, who is guilty of creating 517,000 relationships, 92,000 marriages, and over 1 million babies. I have a lot of respect for the couples that can openly admit that they fell in love with their partner on an online dating site, but the moment Tinder was created, everything changed. The idea of finding your other half based on common interests, personality traits, and obviously physical attraction is very similar to traditional dating, without the middleman. Imagine yourself in a grocery store looking for a perfect apple. You don't want it to be too sweet, too tart, or too bruised. You can pick them all up, get a feel for them, and then put it back if you aren't interested. If you are interested, you can try it out and then come back if that doesn't work out. You search until you find one that's right for you. That's exactly how dating is. Online dating is. Shopping it for your soulmate. Tinder decided that they wanted to cut out another middleman to make it easier for you. It matches people based on physical attraction to each other. Instead of compatibility of common interests, first impressions. The first impression is the main aspect, where physical attraction to someone is the root of the relationship. My mother told me to never judge a book by its cover, but now my generation is using an app to find true love that is derived from appearance, literally love at first sight. It's bad enough that the evolution of dating has diminished the chivalry side of every relationship, but now the communication and passion factor of a romantic relationship has completely vanished. No one talks anymore. It's all through likes on Instagram, hoax on Facebook, or edited pictures that do not represent who they really are. Face-to-face interaction is awkward. Couples that hang out together don't communicate. They sit on their phones scrolling through irrelevant information. And relationships are started with a swipe to the right after a quick glance at an edited picture. Not through striking up a conversation at a party. Chivalry isn't dead. It's deep inside everyone, bottled up because it isn't the social norm to let it out. Communication is key in every relationship, so let's make communicating the norm again. Let's find a man who will sweep us off our feet again. Thank you.